Hey guys, welcome to another Ponder Project Thursday. I'm Jim Plissett. Good to see you guys again this week. So this week's topic is driving. And every time I hear the word driving, I still think of the 1989 movie Driving Miss Daisy, starring Jessica Tandy and Morgan Freeman. Little known fact about that movie. I was actually originally cast to play the male lead. I know what you're thinking, how could that be true? Morgan Freeman was born to play that part. Not true, actually. I was actually cast to play the male lead, but I had a falling out with Jessica Tandy, so they had no choice but to give the part to their second choice, Morgan Freeman. Now, for those of you who don't know Jessica Tandy by name, she's the actress who played the old woman opposite Kathy Bates in Fried Green Tomatoes, an excellent movie. What you probably don't know is that Jessica Tandy is extremely difficult to work with. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, I am glad the bitch is dead. In fact, I hope she's burning in hell as we speak. Working with Jessica Tandy was an absolute nightmare. The experience was so bad that I had a nervous breakdown on set. That's right, I had to be wheeled away on a gurney, spent a couple days in the psychiatric ward. I'm not going to go into specific details about what exactly happened because it's still pretty raw in my memory, and I just a little choked up thinking about it, and I'd rather not go through that again. So I was later diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. Yeah, thanks Jessica Tandy. Like I really needed that on my record. And my psychiatrist recommended that I terminate my acting career immediately. Or I'd probably be dead within the space of a year. I still have nightmares of Jessica Tandy trying to gouge my eyes out with an ice pick. I wake up screaming. The bed sheets are soaked in a cold sweat. I know you think I'm being dramatic, but there are certain facts that you should be aware of. Jessica Tandy was born Jessie Tandy on June 7th, 1909. Now, according to the Dead Sea Scrolls, June 7th, 1909 was predestined to be the birth date of the Antichrist. Coincidence? I'll let you decide for yourself, but I'd like you to keep in mind the following facts. Bear in mind all of the terrible things that have happened during this woman's lifetime. World War I, the Great Flu Pandemic of 1918, which killed 3% of the world's population, and I just happened to be reading a recent article in a very prestigious medical journal. Apparently, new research seems to indicate that the Great Flu Pandemic actually started in Hackney, London, the birthplace of Jessica Tandy. What else happened during that woman's lifetime? The Holocaust, the conquest of Europe by Nazi Germany, the rise of the Soviet Union, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, the Communist Revolution in China, the assassinations of Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., John F. Kennedy, Robert Kennedy. The list goes on, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, as a side note, it may interest you to know that Jessica Tandy was actually born Jessie Tandy. She had her name changed for her acting career. I think she wanted to sound a little more sophisticated. Jessie may have sounded too juvenile. Yeah, it turns out Jessie Tandy and Adolf Hitler have the same number of letters in their names. That's no coincidence. And would it surprise any of you to learn that Jessica Tandy died on September 11th, 1994? That was the same day that a man by the name of Frank Corder attempted to crash a plane into the White House, exactly 7 years before the September 11th attacks on the Pentagon and the World Trade Center. Wait a minute, wasn't Jessica Tandy's birthday June 7th? June 7th? 7 years between the two attacks. You think Osama bin Laden didn't know that? Here's another piece of damning evidence. This picture was found in one of the safe houses where Osama bin Laden was staying. Now, I'm not saying the two of them were romantically involved, but I will say this. Jessica Tandy was beloved by one of the most deranged men of our time. Anyways, I realized that didn't have a whole lot to do with driving, but I had to share it with you. I felt it was pretty important. Thanks for joining me for another Thursday on the Ponder Project. I am Jim Plissett. Feel free to hit subscribe to the Ponder Project. Give me a good old-fashioned thumbs up. And you may also want to check out my regular channel, Jim Plissett, on YouTube. Take it easy, guys.